Welcome back. In this video I am working on the coolant system. I got to change this over to a closed coolant system, and I'm gonna add another fan onto the radiator also, because back in the last video down in Uray, the altitude, those big real long hills and all that are just a little too much for this thing. So I'm gonna add another fan I can put on a switch and kick that thing on when I come up to those hills. What I gotta do is I'm gonna make a fan shroud with this guy, and then this is the fan I'm putting in here. As you can see, smaller fan, little electric fan that'll go in here. So I gotta make the fan shroud that fits in there. And then the other thing I gotta do is, since I'm changing this over to a closed system, I gotta replace this guy, that old the factory Jeep reservoir overflow tank, whatever you want to call it, with this guy. This is a Volkswagen style, so that way it can be pressurized. So what we gotta do now is I gotta try to cut the circle out for the fan. All I have is my angle grinder, so I gotta make a bunch of little cuts on that to hopefully get it and then clean it up. And here you can just make out the line out of Sharpie. I didn't have anything that was the same size. I couldn't use the fan to mark it, so I had to take some welding rod and bend it, get as close as I could. Well, that actually turned out pretty good, not too bad for a angle grinder. And here's the fan on there. Look at that, beautiful. So there's that guy. I just gotta mark those holes for mounting it, and then like I said, I gotta figure out the little tab pieces. I might add some stuff to stiffen it up a little bit. We'll see. I'm gonna temporarily mount the fan just to see how stiff it is. On here, got mocked up, went ahead and made the mounts and did all the other stuff. So I'll just show you what it looks like, and then I'll throw some paint on it, put it in, and then I just gotta wire the fan up to a switch. I got a little switch panel in there, so that's not a big deal. Here's what I came up with. Luckily this is thin enough that I was able to just make a little notch. Oh, focus. This guy here. So that's a tab there. That's the other one. Those are going to sit down into those little holes. And all I did was I just cut it and bent up a lip. So that actually gave me some rigidity on the bottom. So that works there. And then on the top, I just made a couple little tabs here and there. That'll help hold the top of it. I'm going to put on this back side around the edges and whatnot, I'm going to put the some foam, tape, rubber, weather stripping stuff to help seal it up and keep it from vibrating around. Here's a fan in there. Got it wired up. Not pretty wiring. I'll end up changing that later. I didn't have any loom handy, and I don't want to go back out again for it. So ran it over here into this guy for my little switch panel. Next up, I gotta start pulling that guy out and figuring out the bracket for it. And then, yeah, hopefully that'll be it for this thing. A couple days later, I got everything done. Had some stuff come up, so I had to stop the other day and take care of that stuff. But I got the coolant ball mounted and plumbed and everything. Gonna fill this thing up and get it all burped and get the air out of the system and see how it does. So far the initial test is looking good. I couldn't get it as hot as I wanted to, but I was only out there for a few minutes, so that's not the most ideal test. I'm probably gonna drive it to work tomorrow and see how it does on highway and all that stuff. So at this point, so far things are looking good. Fans works. We'll see how well it works when I need it. But yeah, so it works. I'm going to try to do more of a official test soon, hoping this weekend, but we'll see. And I'll take you guys along and we'll go find a trail somewhere and go see how this thing does. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hopefully you keep watching and like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and I'm just going to keep making some videos like this and taking you on the trail. And in the meantime, we'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.